the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want it. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstaged, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, as people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Looking to throw right away, Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
First carry for Najee Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pickett going to bootleg it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play.
And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Presley Harvin now.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Down the numbers. There he goes. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers, nothing. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching? Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and players are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Brown once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers, nothing. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. decent return out to the 27-yard line.
After on the 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. Spinning past him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw, Pickett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Finds Pickens out right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. An audible here to get a new look. They're going for it. This is Harris. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bengals will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
82 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Brown on second down.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
13 yards remaining on second down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now Pickett. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They hand off to their big tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. His throw incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That one complete downfield to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now he's free to midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, 1 play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third and 4.
Again, it's Mixon. Shoves him away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Running right, here's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 12. From the gun, a give to Brown. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Burrow will throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McPherson now for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Steelers 20. Evan McPherson the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. Pickett back to throw.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they show off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On third down, here's Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
This is Harris on the draw. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll toss to Harris, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Right back to Brown. That is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. This is 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pickett to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw here, Pickett.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Pickett. This ball intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.